This is a container of 1/6 Fuma. You'll note that the bundle on the left is facing with the 4-foot side. There's one in front of that the exact same way. The one on the right is standing on edge with the short side towards us. This is done so that the doors, when they're opened, the one standing on the left wouldn't fall out because the door would hold it in place if it shifted in transit. Okay, as you can see, the second bundle behind the first one that was facing us the exact same way. This allows us to have the 23 units in the container as we discussed. The rest of them should be 3 on one side and 2 standing on the other, as this one is. That gives you 20 plus the 3 equals 23. Okay, after the second bundle is removed, you can now see that the one standing up has one right behind it like that. There'll be 2 in that line, and then you have the 3 standing up, or excuse me, laying down on their 4-foot side, just like a regular bundle would stand. Those 3 more than likely are attached with 2 bands around the entire group of 3. Okay, and after the third bundle is removed, you see clearly that you have 3 bundles and then 2 on each side. After the 3 bundles are removed, you can clearly see the 2 that are standing on edge. When you're loading, it's a lot easier to put these in first before you load the 3 that are standing up. You can push those in straight. In order to get the bundle out, you put one blade underneath about 3/4 of the way in. Pull the bundle to a clear distance away from the other bundles and spin the forklift, allowing the bundle to fall in the container flat. After the bundle is pushed over, it's on the ground and easier to scoop. Because of the height difference of getting the bundles out of the container, sometimes it's necessary to go between the dunnage and the bundle in order for the bundles to be picked up with enough clearance so they can be pulled out of the door. The blades are pushed together. Again, the bundle is being pulled out to the rear of the container where the forklift has enough room to swing on the outside and pull the bundle inside so it can be scooped and brought out. A lot of noise, no damage to the bundle. Occasionally bands break, but that's okay, there's plenty of them on there, that's why we have so many. Another method, if you're lucky enough to have blades like we do that reposition with hydraulics, you can go on either side of the bundle with your blade. You can squeeze in and then lift the bundle slightly and drag it to the back. As I said, you're not going to hurt the material. There's dunnage to the top and bottom. And the bundle will pull straight out, somewhat like a clamp. And after you get it outside, then it can just be pushed over and fall on the inside of the warehouse rather than inside the container. Once again, no harm to the bundle. On the last group, we'll show you a little different technique for unloading the bundles. On the 3, we'll take the top 2 of the 3 off. To do that, however, we have to pull the bundles out, cut the bands that hold them together. There's 2 bands that hold the group of 3. We'll pull those out, put a block between the bottom one and the next one up so we can get our forklift blades underneath them, pull them out, lower them down, pull them out the door, and then go back in and pick up the third bundle and pull it out. Different technique if you don't have blades that reposition hydraulically. This is a much easier way to do it. Keeping in mind that you have to have at least 5-foot blades or 6-foot or better so that you can get at least halfway underneath the bundle, further than halfway. Okay, with the 3 bundles pulled out of the holes, we can now cut the banding. This here and here. After the bundles are picked up, bundles will be placed in between. These 2 pieces of dunnage, approximately 7 inches tall, 7.5 inches, will allow the forklift to go underneath these with plenty of clearance. Using short pieces of dunnage, after the bundle's pulled out, they will just fall away onto the floor. They don't encumber the discharge in any way.